Set, hut. Hey, Lobo.
51's the mic. Stop your whining. Check.
Right slow. Travel.
They'll set up a throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Yeah, let's go.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm about to take you to school. 58. 58.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Detroit. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
61, matchbox lights. Go here. Hey, 5-0.
Play action. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
You got nothing. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Now it's Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
58.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Guys, it's game situation.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He completes it to Bryant. 11 yards there and a line first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Check. No. Off.
22.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Going the other way.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this thing, and that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw here. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's another Cardinals. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the ready. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Oh, here we go. Oh, 22. Jet. Bubba. 22. Single.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive a touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming after you. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
40 gut. 40 gut.
Stafford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That second down play nets a -4.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. The pass complete. It's Bird. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Zebra.
From the gun, Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Martavis Bryant. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
They'll run to Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Right there. 40's Mike. Hey, let's get that.
Cardinals.
Hey, look, 3. Hey.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. They can't hang with us. Check. 40's Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 15. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Swift. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block in with the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
Now this throw caught left side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Watch the ball. 40's Mike. 40 weapons.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man, it's Williams. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Now back to throw. It's complete to Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 8 yards out, and the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
Set, 280.
58, the mic.
Here it comes, here it comes.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
58 the mic, 58 the mic.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And James has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, check.
And 58 is a mic.
Out of the gun, Stafford. James has got it, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And 1-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We got to step it up.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Give me some. Here we go.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Blue 60. Easy, you learn.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hurry.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Arizona, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to